USA won the toss. They put Pakistan into bat, and Sahibzada Farhan put that mute button on all the noise, all the chaos. He came onto that field, a dominating 73 runs, which helped Pakistan get to 190 in their 20. Babar Azam, for a relief for all Pakistan fans, getting 46 of 32 as well. Schalkwyk, the pick of the bowlers, he got 4 wickets once again, just 25 runs in his 4. We're back at Cricbuzz Live. I've got the two men who are in their own leagues, DK and Joyda. Pakistan's going to be very happy with this performance because there was so much noise getting into this match. Clearly, they've kept all that noise out, come and performed.
Yeah, I think there's lots of encouraging things for Pakistan in the match. Firstly, I mean, there are a few inconsistent overs, but I don't think overall USA bowled all that badly. Two things. One is the way, Sahibzada batted up front. Babar Azam switching gear. Big thing for them. And I think it's really important that they were happy to lose wickets and kept going. Everyone who was coming in was swinging the bat and going. It didn't matter because he's absolutely right what DK is saying. In this format, getting runs is more important than preserving a wicket. And I think, therefore, they've showed intent today, which is important for them.
Because at 30, also very crucial that Shadab Khan got, DK. 30 of 12 is a very crucial knock when you look at the time and when he came in.
True, those are the kind of impact knocks that actually allow you to get above par, which is exactly what Pakistan has managed. If they had got 170, you always felt that USA had a good chance. But the fact that they've gone to 190 means that they've definitely scored above par. And like what Joyda said, their bowling is their stronger suit. So they'll be very happy with this score.
Well, Pakistan has lost just twice after scoring 170 plus in T20 World Cup. So this is a positive sign for them, but also a very positive sign because he spoke about Babar Azam. He looked edgy when he started because when we did the com box, that strike rate was below 100 and we spoke about that. But he came back, got those runs. So he's going to be relieved as well to get those runs.
Absolutely. You see he was 17 of 19. So that means in effect, in 13 balls, he's managed to get 25 runs. And 26 runs. And I think that's basically what's changed the innings for them, 27 runs.
Yes.
So, I mean, the way he's batted, he managed to change gears, he managed to start attacking. All very good signs for Pakistan. Though if I was a Pakistan coach, I'd say, perhaps you could have started, I mean, you don't need 19 balls to get set. Perhaps after the first 7-8 balls, you could have got going. But whatever. I'm quibbling out here. I think it's important the way he showed intent after that.
But DK, we were speaking about him adapting to T20 in our pre-match show. What do you think he's done differently today which has worked for him?
He's not done anything differently.
He's
That's
done the same.
Straight out of the Babar Azam playbook. Come in, take your time, get set, and then when you feel that you're at a safe place, go. And a safe place not personally for himself. When he feels that the team is in a decent place, then he launches into some good shots, which he did. And that's exactly how he plays, even though modern T20 suggests that you try and go much earlier than 19 balls.
But also helped is the other end. There was big hitting happening because Sahibzada Farhan was really hitting the ball and hitting it hard and hitting it big. So that also gave him the time because there was no pressure on the other end.
Absolutely. Saiyami Ayub also got 19 of 17 balls. So it was Sahibzada Farhan who kept that run rate where it was, kept that consistency going. This is the innings of the match for me so far. 5 sixes, hit it all around the ground, had that ability, hit the spinners as well, and took his chances. He also, if you see the way he batted, he kept all the pressure of all the other Pakistani bats.
But DK, Joyda said that USA didn't bowl as badly as it looks like on that scorecard because they were 85 for 2 is what they were, the 10 over point Pakistan. So the USA restricted them, but there were those certain bad overs, like the over that Millen went for 1 over 16 runs, and then even later Saurabh Netravalkar was going a little expensive. But Schalkwyk, once again, 4 wickets. He's the highest wicket taker this World Cup.
He's been tremendous. I think he's used his change-ups quite nicely, bowled a couple of overs in the power play. It's not like he's bowling only easy overs. He's actually bowling 2 in the power play, 1 through the middle and 1 at the death. And what he's done nicely is constantly hit a good length, but also vary his space quite nicely. A lot of the times, he's induced the batter into making a fall shot, which tells you that his deception with his slower ball is quite good.
But unfortunately for them, Harmeet was a little expensive today.
Yeah, I mean, he went for that 21-run over. And I think once he got targeted, Babar also went after him. Sahibzada also went after him. And once you get targeted, I think that's where all these bowlers had a problem. I mean, Harmeet, Milind got collared in his 1 over. Harmeet got collared for 1 over. Saurav Netravalkar got collared very badly, and so did Ehsan. So all of them had that one really bad over. They didn't help themselves. There were at least, I think, 2 no balls that I could count. So they have been no balls. And in a format like this, when you're giving a top-level team, these are, whatever it is, Pakistan is a test-playing nation. Okay, you're giving a top-level team those many chances, you're going to suffer.
But DK, do you think they got any assistance whatsoever? Because he spoke about, how the pitches in Sri Lanka will help the spinners. Did you see that assistance today?
Not so much.
Yeah.
I think it was a good pitch to bat on, where there wasn't any evident turn or the fact that the ball stopped on the batter. Not so much that. It was a good pitch to bat. If it was a nation which is a test-playing nation, like what Joyda said, you would have found that this score was gettable. USA, obviously, lack of experience. The fact that they wouldn't have played as many good bowlers in one attack like what Pakistan has, they will be under a lot of pressure.
But what is the discussion going to be in the dugout now? Because they have got this target on board, and Reyes Gauss is someone who really needs to get going, because we know he can hit it big, he can hit it hard, so they need him to get going.
See, I think one of the things they have to look at is they have to go early and hard, because their best chance is against the fast bowling. Once they lose that chance when the ball is hard, because one of the things that you noticed through this innings was that the ball is not travelling. If they were taking pace off the ball, they were having to hit the ball harder. And even Babar was trying to adjust his shots because he was not coming. So I think they have to attack the fast bowlers. They have to attack the fast bowlers. They have to attack early. See, let's look at in terms of qualification. There was a very tight match against India, which they unfortunately ended up on the wrong side of. They allowed India to get away from that 78, 80 odd for 6. This match there's a 190. If they lose this match, they're out of the tournament, right? Whether they win the next 2 or not is immaterial, right? So here, the way they have to look at it is, we go hard. It's because 190 is a big score. If we lose, whether we lose by 50 runs or 5 runs, it is immaterial today. They'll have to go hard because there is no benefit in run rate. There is no benefit in a close loss. There's only benefit that they can get is winning this match.
And for Pakistan on the other end, if they win this game, they're almost through their Super 8. So that also somewhere will be playing in their mind, because they've got that score. So the pressure on them won't be so much now.
The first game was obviously a very tight one. The fact that they went on to win that is good on them. This game, if they do win, I think it takes them to a very safe place. You almost guaranteed, even though mathematically you aren't. The fact is that Pakistan would definitely fancy themselves, because I felt that the way they've stacked up their bowling attack with 4 quality spinners in Abrar Ahmed, you have obviously Usman Tariq, Mohammad Nawaz and Shadab Khan. That's 16 overs of high quality, and add Sayyam Ayub to it. You can make that 20 with 8 overs of pace. So there is a lot of options for Pakistan to choose from, and I can definitely say that Pakistan have a great chance of winning this quite convincingly.
190 is a big score when you have those kind of bowlers, Joyda.
Yeah. I mean, they'll just get Fahim and Shaheen Afridi. You'll see 3 overs of spin in the first 6. I mean, I'm telling you. Given the way they've stacked up this attack, and they will not be easy to hit. But also for Shaheen Afridi, he's someone who needs to get those wickets early on, because, there used to be just something about him, and it almost feels like he's a little underconfident getting into games nowadays. So he needs to get early wickets as well. Yeah, in fact, there was major discussion in Pakistan whether, the other 2 fast bowlers would play and Naseem would play, and he would not be played. Salman and Naseem would play.
Yes.
So there's actually, for there to be a discussion like that about a player who was looked on as the next big thing in Pakistan cricket. Who was it? Shaheen Afridi and Babar Azam were the 2 guys who were the next big things in Pakistan cricket. So that's he has to recover a lot of that form, and he's definitely a big tournament player. So they'll be looking for him, and more than anything else, they want him to get confidence before the next big match.
Yes.
And the next one's a big one,
So which is the positive, right? Because Babar's got that confidence under the belt. So now even the bowling department, they just want them to go in confidently into the next match.
True, definitely. The batting has come good today. I think most of the key batters got runs. It's now up to the bowlers, and I'm pretty confident they'll do a decent job, because they've bowled quite well in the first game as well.
DK, also, a lot of these American players have played in the MLC. They have encountered the Pakistanis. So they're a little aware also with regards to how they come, what they bring to the table.
True. The fact that a lot of the associate nations are now having players who participate in various leagues, the standard of the associate nations have gone up. And that's how this sport is going to grow as well. The more you give opportunities, players from other nations, associate nations, it will eventually slowly trickle into their ecosystem and they will get better. And you see that. You know, we saw UAE post a good total against New Zealand today, and a lot of them were part of the IL T20. And I'm sure a lot of the players who played the MLC will definitely be a lot more confident going into this game, playing those pacers and spinners, than if they hadn't been part of the MLC.
Just the exposure, Joyda, because we've seen the IPL do it, now we're seeing the MLC do it, or even some of the Canadian players because of the Canadian League. It's just the exposure that you have to international players which makes that...
There's the exposure. The second thing that we don't talk about that much is, if you look at, say, all the IPL teams, okay, most of them have teams everywhere. They have in the US, you know, at least 5 IPL teams have US teams, or in Dubai or CPL. What happens as a result is, one is you're getting exposure to top quality opposition. The second is you're also getting top quality coaching, batting, bowling and fielding inputs. I mean, you're talking about all these coaches, because when people hire coaches, you know, somebody like, you know, a Kieran Pollard, he'll be there throughout the season. He'll be there for MI New York as well.
Yes.
Okay. And he'll be there in South Africa T20 as well. So all these players, therefore, they're also getting exposure to guys who are looking at their technique and saying, you know, sometimes a national team coach is not that senior a guy, or one guy may not be able to see everything that there is in a player. So I think they're getting quality inputs. The standard is definitely rising. And as happened in India, when domestic players started meeting IPL players, international players in the nets, the fear is gone. You know, at one time, before the IPL started, if a Brett Lee was bowling to an Indian domestic cricketer, he'd be looking at it wondering, where's these thunderbolts coming from? Now he's played Brett Lee in the nets, he's played Dale Steyn in the nets, so he's not looking at him with that kind of awe. And I think that awe being gone is one of the great reasons why you see these associate games so close this year. Because gradually people are saying, hey, okay, I've seen this guy. I mean, he's not that great, he's not that much more than me.
You know, we've tried very hard up our game. We've been around people who've got a bullseye. We've tried it, but we were so off, DK. So I think you should go first. Your power play guess.
I'm going to go 46.
Okay. I had 41 as a number. I'll stay there.
46, 41. I will go 50. Go higher. Because not seeming to get it in that last innings. Hopefully something happens this time around. Why don't you all write in your guesses and tell us as well, because we didn't do very well. Hopefully some of you all will do well with the guessing game. Thank you, DK. Thank you, Joyda. There's some dessert that awaits us after the show, so we must go and eat that dessert. And we will join at the 10 over point at the Cricbuzz Combox. Thank you for watching.